Alright, what's going on, guys? Bring here, we guys, our week 6 NFL game picks, score predictions. Don't know which one we messed up, whether it's our loss or win record. We were one off, which I realized. So I just took off the opening, or what was it, week 1 when we tied with the Colts and Texans. I took that one off completely, so we're one game either over or under on something. I don't know which one, and I don't know. I found out it was something from the past weeks as well. So because up to this point there has been a bye team, so there's been 16 games every week. But for whatever reason, we were one game over, so I have no idea what that one was. So we took it off. 37-43 record right now. We're on the rise for it. So it's pretty good. Last week I think we were around like 50-50 about, maybe a little bit more than 50-50. I want to move this over so in case anyone comes in we can see it. But we're going to get right into it. We're going to also kind of break down a little bit of week 5 recap as well into this as well. So just bear with us with that. Starting with Commanders and Bears. That's Thursday night football. Which Commanders are 1-4, Bears 2-3. I think Bears started like 2-0, maybe 1-1 and then 2-1. I know they were on top of the division for a little bit. Commanders, oh my, I hit the play button on something. Commanders, they have been in games, but they haven't been crazy good. But I think Carson Wentz might play a little bit better. I'm not sold on the Bears at all. I think Commanders were always in the game, at least. Like, they have been winning, but they've been decent. So, I mean, I'm going to give them the win this one. I just, like I said, I don't trust the Bears at all, like, to even stay in the game. So, giving them the edge here. Then we're going to go to the Saints and Bengals game. Game that I think is going to actually be a lot better than I think some people think. I think some people think Bengals are probably just going to walk away with this one. Oh, by the way, we're taking Commanders 17-14. Forgot to say our score predictions, even though they're on right below. We just got to kind of justify that one. We're taking Saints 28-24. I think it's going to be a close game. I think Saints proved of exactly what I said in our Saints sit-down of what they need to do. Run the ball, get Taysom Hill involved, and they literally did all that, and they won. They just got to repeat that formula. They're still in the Superdome, so, you know, Joe Burrow, Chase, you guys got to get to the quarterback. Cameron Jordan and that front, really front seven in general, they just got to play a little bit better. Their defense, Saints defense, seems like they're not as good as last year, even though they made some acquisitions to it. I know they're still missing some pieces, things like that. Let me just see really quick. Does it say right now who's injured? Of course, there's no data available. Very nice. Oh no, I don't care about game preview. Yeah, I just want to see really quick. Because I know they were saying Lattimore was kind of banged up a little bit, but I think he's good to go. Thomas, I think, is still out, but everyone else should be okay. So I don't see a reason for them to. They shouldn't take a step back. I think the Saints should be getting better now. Bengals, on the other hand, I think we've seen what the Bengals are. But the Saints, I think, are on the rise. So, according to, obviously, a Saints fan. So, take that with a grain of salt. But we'll always be taking the Saints, pretty much, unless we absolutely know. I just have better trust in the Saints for what they're doing. And I think they can keep improving. I guess we should start going down this list, I guess, instead. That way people can follow along a little bit better. We'll go the Falcons and the 49ers. We're going to be taking 49ers 24-7. I liked how the 49ers defense has been playing. They've been getting pick sixes. They've been shutting teams down pretty well. Offense is still, it's alright. Not crazy good, not crazy bad. But, and then Falcons being the Falcons. But though the Falcons, I think, are okay. 49ers, I like how especially defensively, they've been playing really good. They've been, increasing their kind of standings, and how people are perceiving them, as like a really, really good team right now. So I don't see why they should lose this game. But we've also seen them, just, be crappy before. So you just never know. There's still some teams that, you're still waiting to see who they really are. Patriots are another one, which, or I guess we'll just stick with going down this list instead. Patriots, Browns. That way it's easier to follow the win predictions on the bottom of the screen here. Patriots, Browns. We're taking Patriots. They had a very solid week defensively against the Lions. I think they can keep that going against the Browns a little bit. I know Browns literally, Chargers didn't want to win the game, and then Browns were like, no, I insist. Like, okay, we messed up, and then the Chargers were like, you guys sure? Like, you probably should have won this game, so we'll give you another chance. And Browns were like, no, Chargers, you take it, and then missed the field goal. So like, Browns, what are you doing? They just don't really want to win, I guess, and so Patriots will probably take this one. Very surprised that they even did what they did against the Lions, but they repeat that performance and they got another win. I think it's gonna be a little closer, 24-21. I think they're gonna have to rely heavily on the run again, and just keep the clock rolling, possibly kick a game-winning field goal with no time remaining, or as time expires. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Next, Packers against the Jets, a game I'm kind of interested in. Like, are the Jets good? If they beat the Packers, then I think kind of not so much sold on the Packers. Frost Snipes, how you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. But I think Packers are going to get back into it. Like, they lost, but I don't think that's kind of who they really were. You're good? That's good to hear, my man. So I think they kind of bounce back here, 21-17. I think Jets are still going to make it a solid game, which is kind of surprising saying that for the Jets. But could be an either-or game, so kind of a good game to potentially watch out for. Next, Colts, Jaguars. Jaguars coming off of a very surprising loss to the Texans. But Texans, like I said, have been a team that, has just been in games but not winning games. But yet then they go ahead and beat the Jaguars, which people thought they were going to be being good. But on the other hand, Jaguars are playing the Colts, which are literally, I don't even know. How are you doing? I'm doing great, my man. I'm doing pretty good. Got some coffee. Keep going. I mean, even though coffee doesn't even do anything for me, I literally just like the flavor of it. But other than that, pretty solid. Gonna be starting my work week tomorrow, which is why we're kind of trying to do content packing here, because sometimes I won't be able to stream in the early morning. Sometimes I sleep too late and I can't get a video out or whatever for you guys, but hopefully we'll be able to get back in a better routine for that, so we can at least keep posting, especially that we're going to be going on vacation next week. I'm going to be going on vacation, so gotta make sure I get you guys the content that you guys need, or want, whatever. But so I think Jaguars are going to win this one, 28-6. I just don't trust the Colts at all. Carry on. Good luck, Colts. Vikings, Dolphins, team that I think has a little bit bounced back, meaning the Dolphins, I think they bounced back a little bit from last week, but not as much. I think Vikings take this one 31-21. I just don't think it's going to be that close of a game. I know it's 10-point difference, pretty big difference, but I think that's pretty solid. I could see this mostly being maybe Vikings touchdowns only. So you might be able to make this like a 28-21 game or 35-21. But I just felt like 10 points is about the average here. But wouldn't be surprised if this is a 14-point difference or just a 7-point difference as well. Or even you take away a couple touchdowns from the Dolphins and put in like 3 field goals. So instead of 21, So instead of 2 extra touchdowns, you give them 9 points, so 3 field goals. That could be another possibility. But I don't really see this being a competitive game in a sense. I think Vikings take this one relatively easy. Ravens Giants, a game that I think people are a little overhyping in a sense. I think Ravens are gonna. I think it's gonna be a close game, 31-24. But kind of similar to the Vikings game, I think Ravens are going to like prove that, hey, we have this game. Whether it's going up 28-14, like in the fourth quarter or something like that, like where they're starting to pull away, maybe kick the field goal, making it 31-28, or not 31-14, and then Giants maybe get a touch or a field goal, then drive down, get a touchdown, but just can't get the ball rolling anymore. I kind of see it being like that. I also think Ravens are just going to outscore the Giants. Like, I don't think the Giants are going to be able to keep up with the Ravens offense. But going forward on that, Buccaneers Steelers, I don't trust the Steelers at all right now. I'm taking Buccaneers 21-9. I think Buccaneers aren't going to be solid, but they're going to do enough, and especially defensively. I could see them getting a defensive touchdown this game and making the Steelers 1-5, which that's not good on the Steelers end. Like, that's already like close to playoff elimination, honestly. Like, if you go 1-5 right now, that's playoff elimination in my terms. Like, you know, you talk about, you know, there's 17 games, you're 1-5, you know, even 50-50 is 9-8, you know, so you're saying that you gotta go the rest of the season with only like 4 losses. You know, you're already halfway eliminated. Like, you're right there to be getting to that elimination status. Especially when we're picking, you know, the Ravens to take a 4-2 lead in the division. Like, you're down 3 games from the Ravens at this point. Then right now you're already sitting down 2 games, which it feels like they're so much further away than the Ravens. But besides the point, Steelers just have not proven that they can get the ball rolling, so I don't see them coming back that much anyway. I think they get a little bit more offense, but nothing to like substantially. Next, Rams, Panthers. I don't trust the Panthers at all. Yes, they got rid of Matt Rule, but Panthers are still the Panthers. Good job. You got rid of one bad portion of your team, but you still have the whole other team. So yeah, they lose. Rams taking them 20-10. I don't think the Rams are going to play that well, but because it's the Panthers, they're going to produce better results. So there is that. Cardinals Seahawks, a game that I think could be really good, coming down to the wire, possible overtime, 31-28. Literally, I think a coin flip of a game right now. We'll see. I mean, I don't know. Cardinals could be, you know, maybe I don't think nothing going on with Call of Duty, so Kyler Murray should be all right. Should be, you know, doing good study time. So, you know, maybe doesn't spike the ball and then, you know, having to kick a field goal instead of getting a first down. You know, we'll see. We'll see how this game plays out. Another game that I think comes down right to the wire. I think probably what America's game of the week more than likely. That or maybe the Cowboys Eagles, but Bills Chiefs. Literally same thing. I think comes down to the wire. Whoever has this ball last, possibly even overtime, kicks that game-winning field goal to win the game. Cowboys Eagles, kind of similar thing. I think it's going to be, you know, right down to the wire, whether it's Eagles kicking or scoring the game-winning touchdown, which is kind of how I see it. I think Cowboys might take this game, and it might seem like they win, and then Eagles kind of make one last drive to score and win the game, and Cowboys just can't get back on, you know, 4th down, incompletion, sack, whatever, turnover, where they end up losing it. So I think, like, these 3 games, Eagles, Bills, and Seahawks, like, these winners, literally you can flip that. Like, it really, I think these are coin flip kind of games. No pun intended to the Bills. I think it's literally 50-50. Like, I could just as easily say the Chiefs are going to take this game. But, you know, same thing with Cardinals as well. Like, they just as easily can win that game against Seahawks. Eagles just as easily could lose to the Cowboys. It's like right there. The only game I'm pretty certain of is Chargers against the Broncos, unless the Chargers just keep just letting their, like, if Chargers lose this game, Broncos are just like Chargers are just as bad as the Broncos, but they really shouldn't be. I'm taking Chargers 21-7 just because Broncos are freaking awful. Like, they're at the point where they shouldn't even be an organization anymore. Like, you talk about them being 2-3, they should be 0-6 going into week 6. They should be given another loss for that performance on Thursday night. So yeah, they like that was ridiculous. Terrible outing there. And obviously you got Lions, Titans, Raiders, and Texans all on bye weeks. Which Titans, on the other hand, that would be if everything we say is good and works out. Let's see, Titans. Well, you got Jaguars and Colts, so that's a division game. But what else is in the Texans? Okay. Raiders. I mean, it's kind of sucks for them to all have a bye week. I mean, you got Raiders, Texans, and Lions that are all pretty much 1-4. I know Texans are 1-3-1, but you know, Titans are the only team that I think benefits from having a bye right now. Like, the other teams, you almost want to get back out there and try getting some wins before your bye. Like, Titans are in a good shape. I know Texans had a win last week, but like, still, like, I think some of these teams really wish, you know, Raiders have a very sour loss, and now Devontae Adams is facing a possible lawsuit. Well, is facing a lawsuit, but possible suspensions and other things coming out of that possibly. So Raiders could be in huge trouble. I mean, they're already in trouble being 1-4, but you know, Chargers could be going 4-2. Broncos might be 3-3, and Chiefs might be going 5-1. So right there, you know, then you're looking, if you're Raiders, you're looking at this like, oh, you're losing your best player, and everyone in your division's pulling away from you. No matter who wins or loses, like, you're still last, you know. So I don't know, that there's a few games in here, like I said, Seahawks, Bills, and Eagles, I'm picking them to win, but they just could easily lose. But I think those games could be really good no matter what. Eagles game might be a little slow, I think, but nevertheless pretty good. I really think the Saints and Bengals will be a really good game too, right down to the wire. I could really see that. Even last play, like, to the end zone, incomplete, touchdown, whatever, from the either Saints or Bengals side of things. But I think a lot of close games, but I'm also predicting a couple blowouts, like the Chargers, Jaguars. I think Rams are pretty much taking it, and 49ers as well. So probably like 4, or Buccaneers too. So 5, like, I guess, like, games that you don't even need to watch that I'm pretty certain are going to be blowouts and they shouldn't have problems with. So we'll see. And even the Vikings, I think, are going to take it relatively easily. Who are they playing? Viking, Minnesota, Miami. I think they'll get back into a little bit, but I don't know. We'll see how everything goes. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, as well as you know, how else you guys want me to you know, do this kind of stream, podcast, whatever you want to call it, to make it the best viewer experience for you guys. Kind of like this setup. It's kind of basic. I know with the Saints sit down, we kind of got a little bit more graphic stuff and everything like that, so I've been enjoying that. But yeah, that's gonna wrap it up. Like I said, if you guys could like, comment, and if you are new to my channel, please, you guys do hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys all next